Hey, what's going on, you guys? So I'm back with another update, and today what I'm doing is I'm adding the clumps that I mentioned yesterday. And like I said, I'm just tapping. Let's see. And I'm just erasing the pencil in between the lines. And this, what it does is it just clumps hairs together, basically. That's it. And then once the dark pencil has been erased, I'm then going to go in with this pencil, 5H pencil, and I'm just going to darken it. See? And then I'll darken the shadows around the clump. You know, it's just a small detail that gives the drawing a bit more realism. Because if you look at a picture of any animal's hair, you'll see these clumps. So I call it clumping. I don't know if anyone else uses that term, but that's what I call it, clumping. I don't even know if it means anything else. Hopefully it doesn't mean anything, I don't know, bad. I don't know. Sounds like a dance move. Clumping. So yeah, so these little details are the ones that take a long time. You know, I could have left it the way it was, but adding these details, it just gives it a bit more realism. I know it looks weird now, but once I darken these clumps, you'll see what I'm talking about. And I try to add these clumps going in the direction of the layer. So right here, so this would be a one layer of hair, then another layer one here, then one below, and so forth. So if I add a clump here, I'll add a clump beside it, just to keep the flow of hair the same. And these clumps they're harder on shorter hair. On longer hair, it's easier. Here, let me show you here. Ooh. Sorry about that. So with longer hair, it's easier to recognize. See that? So that would be one clump of hair. I could add another there. And it becomes even more apparent when it's over some black hair. So those hairs become this larger clump of hair. The same down here. Again, also by adding these, I'm also bringing out the layers of hair. So this clump right here is above the hair below. And again, I'm going to go in after and darken these clumps. See this one right here. I just noticed this one right here. See that? This long clump right here. And then, like I said, I'll go in and I'll darken the shadow below it. And around it. And this just gives the illusion that this hair is above the hair down here. And then with a 6B pencil I can go in and even further darken some of the individual shadows below it. See, around it. And then I can darken the tip right here at the end. Why do I darken this end? Because the hair above it is overlapping this hair. Like these hairs here. So this section right here, it comes from the bottom and it comes up. So it just gives the illusion that hair is growing up. So the tip is being hit by the light. So that's why it's brighter. Let's get back to this clumping. See right here, this section already has ink, right? So these black, I don't know if you can see them, these black lines, those are individual black hairs. But because it's ink, I can easily go in with the eraser and like tap around it, and then it's going to erase the pencil below the lines, but not the ink. You see the black lines there? So same here. I can make these white hairs that are overlapping the black hair more visible by tapping them. See, becomes those hairs become more apparent. Now, if I want to I can also darken some of these that I just lightened. So these hairs right here, I can darken them. See, this gives the illusion that these hairs around it are above these hairs. So these hairs don't get much light, so that's why they're darker. You know what, these little details, most people won't recognize them or won't see them, but I see them. I know they're there, so I add them. And to me, it makes a huge difference. I don't know, it gives a drawing much more realism. Because hair is not just white lines and black lines. No, it behaves differently under different light condition, and also depending on the hair that's around it. Again, all this came from years and years of drawing hairs. So for me now it's easier to recognize like layers and clumps and where to add the shadows, where to add the highlights. See, again, I'm just going in and just bringing out these clumps of hairs. Again, following the flow, following the layers. So this right here, this would be one layer, and then a layer above, and this right here is another layer, and this last layer is below here. So I could also bring out individual hairs. Well, I am going to bring out individual hairs. Like these single hairs, they make a huge difference in the. They stand out so much. I don't know if you could see them. Like these tiny white hairs crisscross and overlap. Those are, I call them out of place hairs. Basically, like they don't follow the flow of the hair for whatever reason, the wind or just the movement. They're out of place. And by bringing them out, they give the drawing so much realism and also texture and depth, because you can see like the layers that hair is above all the is overlapping all the other hairs below. So as you can see, this is like very time consuming, and this is only one section right here. I've got a long way to go because I need to add clumps and bring out individual hairs for all these, for the rest of the drawing. Again, thanks for watching, and if you find this useful, helpful, and enjoyable, you can help me out by sharing, subscribing, liking, and comment below if you have any questions. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.